Hi, I'm Tanya from Time and Space Solutions. Do you ever find yourself in a clothing store buying clothes you don't need and thinking, how did I get here? Or at an event that you agreed to go to and thinking, oh, I wish I had just stayed home, I needed the rest. Well, when we're able to identify, manage, and regulate our emotions, it's called EQ or emotional intelligence. And today I'd like to talk to you about how having high EQ can help you reduce the physical, emotional, interpersonal, and spiritual clutter in your life. Let's begin with the 5 principles of high EQ. The first one is self-awareness, and that's when you know what your emotions you have in the moment and what's triggering them. The second thing is self-regulating, and that's when you know what to do with your emotions. It's also being able to be adaptable and flexible and taking responsibility for those emotions. Another thing is motivation. People with high EQ are really motivated to move forward no matter what because they understand that it's a way of bettering themselves and growing. One other thing is that people with high EQ actually have a lot of empathy, and that allows them to identify with others and meet other people's needs, which helps them form really close bonds and be a great leader. Which brings me to the last one, which is social skills. Great communication, long-lasting relationships, and again, these are things that great leaders have. So you might be going, what does this have to do with being intentional and organized? Well, a lot, because when we're able to manage our emotions, it actually helps us stay on top of things. It prevents us from allowing our emotions to take over ourselves, our time, and our energy. And lastly, it helps us make decisions that are in alignment with our intentions and values. A great resource that can help you increase your EQ is Emotional Intelligence by Edward Benedict. In each chapter, he focuses on one area to help you increase your EQ, and the first one is self-awareness. To learn more about this, check out my blog link below. The second is self-regulation. And when looking at self-regulation, it's really important to make a commitment that you're no longer going to allow your emotions to take over and get in the way of you living your intentions and values. So some great tips to help you self-regulate are: 1, take some time to create a clear purpose. Make a list. What do you want to focus on? Then pick one emotion and describe why you want to work on it. The next thing is start small. By picking one emotion, it prevents you from getting overwhelmed and ping-ponging all over the place and not really getting anywhere. The next thing is to take some time to reflect. Are your efforts paying off? If so, why? And if not, what needs to shift and change? Another thing to do that's very helpful is express yourself. What can you do to express yourself freely? Art, dance, journaling, whatever helps you express your emotions and who you are. Lastly, stick to it. When you're making a change, it's really important to commit to the process. That way you can see consistent, ongoing change. Remember that in order to have that easy, simpler life, it's really important to be able to identify, manage, and regulate your emotions. That way you can be efficient with your time, energy, and spaces, and most of all, be able to live out your intentions and values. I'm Tanya from Time and Space Solutions. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.